That's really cool. Now, do you consider yourself a validation provider at all? I know that you guys have contacts companies. Do you verify data at all?
So we have a really unique way of sort of aggregating and pulling our data in. And I would say there is a sense of validation, but it's a little bit different than how other companies would consider it a validation. So one is we did start this unique partnership with the venture community back in 2007, where they actually are sharing access to their private portfolios of new companies they're investing in. And we'll take that data and use that to put into Crunchbase. So that's one source. And it's such an interesting way of doing this because it's firsthand data directly from the source. And then secondly, we realize in order to scale efficiently and keep these profiles up to date, we need to get in touch with our community. So we offer a way for our community to actually come in and update their own profiles. And how we're validating that is we have a few different steps in process where you have to authenticate, log in with a social profile, and then you're able to go in and update data, right? If you raise this Series A, you're based out of Boston, things like that. So that's our second way of updating data. The third way is we actually have full-time employees, both in-house people at our office here in San Francisco or remote right now. And we also have employees across the globe that are working continuously 24/7 to go in and update those profiles more with a manual sort of process and hand curated. So that's our third way. And then finally, we do have a robust data science team. So we've built out ways to go out and crawl the web and bring in publicly available information as an extra layer to go and validate some of these data points. And the unique thing is all of these data pipelines, those 4 different sources, are working 24/7. And we use those to validate each other. So we can get an update from a venture capitalist saying we just invested $50 million in a Series B company, and then actually get that validation from the head of marketing saying we just raised $50 million. So it's a really unique way of us validating that data in Crunchbase. And lastly, another hidden secret is Crunchbase is available for anyone to go on the web and look at. We have over 60 million people a year that come to Crunchbase, and we have an active audience. So if there is something that might be out of date or people need to double check, they'll write into our support team. Customer experience team is incredible. And we use that to help fuel some of those updates and validation as well.
Okay. Would you consider your updates on like capital raised or any of the other fields that you provide, do you get that information quicker than other providers, or is there any competitive advantage there?
Yeah, that is one of our big competitive advantages. Since it is a live database, we don't solely rely on SEC filings that can be a little bit archaic and take time. And we're also monitoring tens of thousands of news feeds, both on Twitter and verified accounts. That's helping us fuel these daily funding rounds. And you can actually sign up for Crunchbase Daily, and you'll see a lot of these updates come in. And that's really the proof is in the pudding type of thing. So it is a nice way of getting that live, fresh funding data as soon as it's announced.
I've been subscribed to that for many years now. It's a great feed. I get it every day, and it's one of the very few like mass emails that I open up every single time I get it.
John, you're one of our most loyal fans. We appreciate it.
Yeah.